What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Smoking Tire Podcast. Now, we are, as always, brought to you by Off the Record, but I'm not talking about them today because TST is coming to Texas. That's right, this Thursday and Friday, July 23rd and 24th. We are in Houston and Dallas, respectively, doing live podcasts at the shop clubs. Come see us in Houston Thursday, July 24th with our pal Christian James Hand, and Friday, July 25th in Dallas. Tickets are going quick. It will sell out, so buy them now. The ticket link is in the show notes for this podcast, as well as the Smoking Tire Instagram description, link in bio. So get tickets, come see us this Thursday and Friday in Texas, and if it goes well, it's the kind of thing we'll keep doing and coming to you other places throughout the country. So let's get to it. On this episode of the Smoking Tire Podcast, we've got a real special guest in town, the twins of Oil Stain Lab, Nikita and Iliya Bridan. These guys were here a couple of years ago with their insane half 11 conceptual, historical revisionist project, and it was such a big hit that they're apparently now going to turn it into a real car. I went to their studio to see it, and they're in studio telling us all about it now. So let's give a warm Smoking Tire welcome to Nikita and Iliya Bridan of Oil Stain Labs. Let's go. We're live.
We're
Exist.
Yep.
All right. Hello. I'm on the other side today. It's actually been a while since I've been on this side of the table. Since the 1000, I think.
Yeah.
30 episodes since I've been on this side of the table. Nikita and Iliya. Nikita's that one. Iliya's that one. I'll have done that in the intro already, but just to be sure. Because, listen, let's be honest, all white people look exactly the same, am I right? When they're twins, it helps. But otherwise, still true. No. Someone did say to me, I can't tell white people apart, and my trainer, who is black, and meant it like dead serious. I was talking about the Lincoln Lawyer with him, and I was like, that the TV show, it's based on a movie, but Matthew McConaughey is this, and William H. Macy does this, and he's like, I don't know those white people. All right, cool. I'll just drop it right there. So anyway, we have Ukrainian twins, which is about as white as people get. Welcome,
I
boys.
felt that when you guys walked in. Matt's like, they're here. And I was like, great. And I was like, which one did I meet last time?
Yeah.
And then he was like, hey, it's good to see you. I was like, all right, Nikita's good to see you. I never met you before. I felt like a fucking dick. But
yeah. Warning. Yesterday, I got to go down and see your studio, which was very exciting. How many years ago were you here? Was it like 3 years ago?
2 or 3.
It was a while ago, right? So you told us the story of Oil Stain Lab to that point, and that was a fun and winding tale. So now we have like an actual, well, it's not an actual car, but it certainly looks much more like an actual car. You guys started with this amazing, fictional history of a race car that never existed on Instagram, which is so fun. And we down at the studio, the photos are blown up really big, and you can look at them really close. So I'm like, these Photoshops aren't as good as I thought they were. 2021 on your phone, they look amazing. Really, really big. You're like, oh, well, yeah, that one wouldn't have got me at full size.
it was brilliant. I mean, we were just talking about it before the show, but I thought it was brilliant marketing. It really did.
Oh, it was really
punch through
funny.
The noise and trick people. And you're like, is this car real?
Yeah, is that a thing I somehow
was
missed?
It at Le Mans? But they're making it now? I don't get it. It was great.
So, what happened between then, when you had a roofless speedster car that was like real, made of aluminum foil, basically, and now with this orange car? Iliya, you want to start? Take me. All right. So you had this. You had this speedster thing you built.
Yep.
With the LS motor, and you were sort of like parading it around to places, showing it to people.
Yeah, I mean, we built that as kind of a little business visual business card for the brand, and then started to have fun with it. Went to different events, did all sorts of stuff with it, and people started approaching us and they really told us how much they loved the project, obviously. And then some people actually wanted to buy
Of course.
a car.
Yes. I want the fictional Le Mans car.
Yeah, and we were very skeptical that they actually wanted to buy that car. The illusion of it is fantastic, right? But the reality is sometimes,
Did dealers make you offers for that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we got offers.
You should sell it, probably. I mean, look, you now have all the pictures of it you will ever need. You have 7 lifetimes of photographs of it. And
it's a museum piece.
I learned a lot of... It's a cool display at the studio, I'll admit that. But
But I think we know that a prototype will never be worth so much as in the beginning or
Yeah.
at the very end 40 years later when the company celebrates its 40th anniversary.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly, yeah. Okay, so people wanted it.
Yeah, and then so I think, last time you were here, we had already started kind of thinking what a production version would be. And very early on, tried tube frame stuff, and then eventually went to a carbon tub, just because the performance targets that we needed to hit, aero, packaging, everything.
Well, but there's something in between that, which is that this thing was a business card for what was supposed to be theoretically, like Nikita told us a couple of years ago, a sort of a design consultancy, right, for all type of consumer products, car things and other things, including some of the furniture that you guys have and otherwise. But then when I went to the thing yesterday, I was like, so what's up with the design consultancy? The thing, I mean, your studio. And you were like, we're just going to, like, build the car now. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's, like, a pretty serious pivot.
Yeah. A big financial pivot.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, because building a car is like much harder than saying, look at this backstory we can create around a product and then bring a thing to life visually, which for a designer is an exceptional talent to have. But like building and selling like running cars is like that's like a big leap.
Yeah.
Drawing is easier than building, I think.
Yeah. It's definitely insane.
Yeah.
I think it happened a little bit slowly. I think at first we're like, this will be no big deal. Like what, but building cars is actually really, really hard.
It turns out, yeah.
And it takes a lot of time and building out every facet of the business and everything. So eventually, it just kind of started winding down with clients, and we were just like, we can't do this anymore.
So was it the sort of thing where like, okay, one guy wants to buy the original and give you a bunch of money for it, and then maybe 2 or 3 guys want to buy the original and you've only got one, and so okay, and then it's like, did you just talk to someone and go, hey, we've got 10, 12 people who want to buy this thing, and they'll go, all right, I'll bankroll you and we'll actually make this a business? Or did you guys go, we now want to put our name on a sellable car? There's no like right or wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm trying to remember.
I think about 2-3 years ago. We were like you said, we were getting all these inquiries, and we decided, okay, like how would we do this? And then we built out a business model. We built out how the team would look and the structure, and studied the market, the opportunity, the product, the fit, what we thought would resonate, and then we basically found an angel, and that led to the eventual progression that you've now seen, right? So it took a little bit of time. We slowly winded down our clients because it was just the project swallowed us pretty whole, and the team pretty whole.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, at
Most
some
people who
point,
start car companies don't do it as a side hustle.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I think, we miss those days, but also this is very cool because we get to build like our own universe, and
Sure.
we get to build other stuff. Like that's why we do the chairs and the apparel and other stuff.
I really like the chairs. the I don't know what it's called, but like the lounge chair that's out of the original.
We call it the Maniac chair.
It's like a much better a today version of an Eames chair, which I really, really like.
Yeah.
And later we're going to talk about the one that I'll be getting.
Would you buy a chair?
Huh?
You buy a chair?
I think I would like to buy a chair. It was incredibly comfortable and a beautiful piece of hardware. I really liked it, and I think with the right fabric choice, it could be an exceptionally stupid thing in the way that only my shit can be exceptionally, mine has to be, I have to have a thing of value and give it $0 resale value. Make it just worthless. No one else gets the inside jokes, like nothing. I don't know if you saw my hot dog shifter, but here's where we're headed. So, from an aesthetics point of view, did you sort of put the original thing, the original car, like into a CFD model and go, okay, what of this will work and what of it has to immediately be changed because it will take off like that Mercedes at Le Mans? Folks, we got to take a quick break from the action because this show is sponsored by Liquid IV. Look, you guys have heard about Liquid IV on other podcasts. You know what it is, right? Your summer can get hot, and Liquid IV can help you get hydrated for the adventures ahead. Now, that could mean you're doing a big hike or a big athletic activity, and it's going to be hot out in the desert, and maybe you want to boost your hydration. Maybe you had a night out partying the night before, and you've got to get things going quick this morning at work. Either scenario, Liquid IV is something you need to know about. If I'm out entertaining guests on our road and track experiences, have to lead a big drive group the next day, Liquid IV is there for me, boosting that morning hydration first thing in the morning. I keep these packets in my backpack when I travel, particularly if I'm traveling and I know I'm going to be going out. Liquid IV comes in great flavors. It's easy to carry. You can fuel up for your athletic activities or for next day recovery. So many sugar-free options too, including white peach, lemon lime, rainbow sherbet, and more. And you can find all the best-selling hydration multipliers online. I'm all about that rainbow sherbet, baby. Plus, more fun flavors like cotton candy or popsicle, firecracker. And you can experience their newest flavor, Hydration Multiplier Arctic Raspberry. Man, 1 stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. And powered by Live Hydroscience, an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, 8 essential vitamins and nutrients. It's always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. So squeeze the most out of your summer with Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with code TIRE at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code TIRE at liquidiv.com. We're also brought to you today by Car Gurus. Look, when you're buying a car, there's so many places to look. How do you narrow down which one to choose? It's easy. You just go straight to Car Gurus because Car Gurus is going to give you confidence, not confusion, helping you cut through the noise, showing you the best deals and in-depth vehicle details so you can feel confident about your purchase. Because when it comes to your big deal, you deserve the best deal. Car shopping is designed to make you second guess yourself, to confuse you. Is this a good price? Am I making the right choice? You end up settling with just what's in front of you. But with Car Gurus, you don't have to wonder. They have the most inventory of new and used cars so you can find the best deal. And with unbiased deal ratings, price drop alerts, and in-depth vehicle reviews, you'll make a decision you can feel great about because a big deal should never feel like a big risk. Car Gurus will connect you with trusted dealers when you're ready, ensuring a transparent and hassle-free buying process. With over 4 million listings, Car Gurus has more car listings than any other major online automotive marketplace in the U.S., so you can find the best deal. It gives you the control to shop how you want to shop with the tools, information, and data-driven ratings that you need. It's no wonder SimilarWeb estimated traffic data shows Car Gurus is the #1 most visited car shopping site. Buy or sell your next car today with Car Gurus at cargurus.com. Go to cargurus.com to make sure your big deal is the best deal. That's cargurus.com. cargurus.com. And now back to the show.
Yeah, I mean, we ran the original car before we built it through CFT just to make sure there was nothing crazy, and it wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
Okay. I mean, it stayed on the driveway at Goodwood.
It was
mostly.
Yeah, it was fast. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It did. That was actually, a running, driving car.
Yeah.
For anyone brave enough to fucking get in.
And Goodwood's amazing. I mean, that's the pinnacle for that car. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think I ever told the story on the podcast, but I told Iliya the other day that I was walking through the paddock at some event before you put the roof on this thing with Ben Collins, the Stig.
Okay.
Shout out to him. Follow his YouTube channel. Follow him on social media. He is the sweetest man, and he's funny as hell. And he looks at that. He goes, "What is that?" I go, "Oh, yeah, let me tell you about Oil Stain Lab and this fucking thing." And I showed him the fake Lamar photos and everything. He's like, "That's pretty awesome. You couldn't pay me enough money to get in that." He's like, because wherever the base of the windshield was basically a razor. He's like, "You see that? No." And so I was like, "Yeah, man, I see where you're going with that." And then he heard somebody. He said someone was running it at Goodwood. He texted me, he goes, "Someone's running this fucking thing up Goodwood." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's awesome." Shout out to Ben. So it wasn't bad when you see it. It was okay.
I mean, obviously the original car, it was never designed to perform. It was like a tribute to the past, right?
Yeah.
So I think with the new car, what we did is we started with the driver, because the old car, 5'6", like my height, with a helmet. Like
Maxed
you're
out.
basically like sitting like this, right?
Yeah. That's not a German car. That's an Italian car.
Yes.
You're going to have to redo the front end, make it a little more wedgy.
Yes. So I think, we started with that. And then we, from our car design experience, we basically put in a 6'4" mannequin and then put a helmet on the guy.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, that's what we need to do. So
It's also when we hated life.
yeah.
Oh, shit. We have to make this concept car fit a human?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so ugly.
Yeah. It's getting, a lot longer. It's getting a lot taller. And then the engineering team came back with, there's like a rollover angle. And instead of meeting GT3 spec, they went all the way to F1 spec, which is an extra 25 millimeters on top of the line for clearance. And we were just like, no. Please, no. It's already so tall and ugly.
Well, it doesn't look tall because it's long, but I mean, it looks
No,
awesome.
I mean, it's not, but compared to the original thing, which,
Sure.
humans don't fit in.
Right.
Like that Alpine. Like, we drove a modern Alpine A110 recently, which is a lovely, lovely thing. And I just went to a car show that had one of the original Alpine A110s, and it looked like a fucking scale model. I was like, humans got in this? Like, what? Yeah, no, this is now the size of like a McLaren P1, maybe
Smaller.
It's a little smaller, maybe.
Yeah. So overall length, it's the same as a 718,
Okay.
and then obviously much wider and lower. But lengthwise, it's the same length as the old car. So it's about 172 inches long.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty compact.
And it does fit two people, allegedly.
It does.
6'4".
Yeah, two tall people. Are they, maybe not? Are they fat people? What are your mannequins like a deuce and a quarter? Like,
Well,
what are we talking
the
about?
chair you sat in is basically more or less what's going in the car. So it's based off that comfort curve and everything. So
that'll be delightful. Are my
just
feet going to be up like that?
Well,
No,
you're going to be
my
a
feet
lot
will
lower.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so it will fit humans, allegedly. Tell me about what makes it go.
Yeah. So what makes it go? I think we've stuck with sort of a flat six architecture for this one. The original car obviously had the LS, the custom built. For this one, we decided to go back to sort of that original, I don't know, inspiration of the period or whatever. And we love Porsches. We've got a couple straight pipe 911s and stuff. So, first prototype, which will start running sometime in the fall, that's going to be powered by a GT4 MR powertrain. And then we're building out a sort of a cup motor, a 991 cup motor derived motor. So that'll be the second one that goes in. And then the ever controversial
the
EV
electric
option.
thing, right? Yeah. Well, Iliya told me about this, and I mean, I don't think it's controversial, but I did question it. There was so. Go ahead, Nikita. Tell us about what the EV option is.
Yeah, so I mean, very early on, we wanted to explore, what would be sort of a powertrain agnostic approach, right? And we genuinely hate EV.
Yeah, I saw the PowerPoint presentation. It's like the first slide.
Yeah, like we hate EVs, right?
Yeah.
And so when we started thinking about it, we knew basically, you have to get the weight out. So we run silicone anode pouches, basically, ultra lightweight. Obviously lightweight inverters and the motors. Nowadays you can get 800 horsepower. It's 40 kilo. Like it weighs nothing, right?
No, electric motors are they're light.
And so the more we did it, the more it sort of started to be appealing to us because we're like, we can actually do a 2,000-pound EV. And then when we got to that point, we're like, let's make our life really hard and make it swappable.
Well, is it? Yeah. So that was the other part, and is it swappable just because it makes more sense as a small company to design a chassis that would easily work with either without modifications, and when you take that into account, it sort of just makes it swappable by default?
So the idea came from one client when it was not swappable. And we presented the two power plants, and he was like, well, maybe I'll buy one of each. Mm-hmm. And we're like, that seems wasteful.
Yeah.
Why don't we make it swappable? So that was kind of the genesis of it. At that point, we had no idea if it was possible or not. But
it's an interesting idea,
yeah.
But I don't, like, who's going to do that? Like, people don't even want to swap their tires. Like, who that can afford this probably 7-figure thing is going to, like, well, he already demonstrated his willingness to buy two. He has enough money for two, enough space for two. That seems, even though it's, quote, wasteful, that seems less annoying than making it swap. I just don't know who's going to do it.
Put it another way, like, you guys thought of this idea, it clearly excited you. Have you presented it to clients and they go, oh, cool? Or do they tell you, I'll just take one of the engines or one of the power plants?
Yeah, no, I think genuine huge amount of interest in it, yeah. So we call it Thunderbolt for obvious reasons, thunder and volt.
Yeah.
But I would say, I think 70% of people are interested in the EV version, like genuinely interested.
Wow.
A few people are rejecting combustion and saying, I'll just get the EV. And some people are interested in both.
Wow.
But I think what's interesting about both, what appeals to people is, I mean, there's all sorts of legislation that's happening. There's all sorts of, like, regulations. One thing we're not sure about is, like, the use case. Like, would you take the electric to the track because it would kind of be faster? Or would you take the combustion one to the track? Like, we're not really sure how people will use it.
I mean, the electric one, you'd set one fast lap. And that, unless you're at a track that has DC fast charging,
exactly.
For it. But even the ones that do right now are pretty much only Teslas in the U.S. Now in other countries, who knows? Maybe they're, in other parts of the world.
I think to add on to his point, I think when you talk about the swappability, the beauty is, if you bought an electric and then you just hate it, you can get the powertrain, the combustion powertrain, just swap it in,
That's true. If you buy one, you don't have to throw away the whole car if you don't like it. Okay, yeah. I'll buy that.
Yeah.
I just I went to and it's not a question of like whether it's fun or not, or whether the EV one drives well or not, or whether you can build an EV under 2,000 pounds. Like, all of those are interesting questions that I think are solvable. But like 4 years ago, if you went to the Quail, you saw a whole bunch of EV hypercars. Mm-hmm. And if you went to the Quail last year, they're all gone. And what's there instead is these boutique sort of resto-mod-y, but with modern technology, variants on what a gas version of your car could be. Like, I'm talking about Tuttle's thing. Mm-hmm. The sort of GT1 influence, which is a gas thing, or and Singer and Gunther and all of these people. I mean, even the what Bugatti is doing is this real like sort of shift away from the electric hypercar. So I just wonder about if the costs of development for a small company combined with the cost of making it swappable is going to result in sales. Maybe you know something about trends that I don't know. Do you know something about trends that I don't know? Is the market for the EV hypercar actually doing this?
I think so. What's an EV hypercar weigh today?
Folks, we got to take one more break from the action because support today coming in hot from Upside. It's one of the smartest apps you can have on your phone in 2025, giving you the power to earn more on the stuff that you buy all the time. Whether you're filling up your tank, going out to eat, or shopping for groceries, the Upside app lets you earn cash back on every single purchase. To get started, just download the free Upside app. Use my promo code TIRE and get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Next, claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. Then pay as usual with a credit or debit card. Follow the steps in the app and get paid. There are over 100,000 gas stations, grocery stores, and restaurants on the Upside app, ensuring that cash back is always just around the corner. You can earn an average of 8% on restaurant and grocery purchases, and the best part, you can even stack your Upside cash back on top of your credit and debit card rewards. Upside users are earning hundreds of dollars a year. That's probably why they have a 4.8 star rating on the App Store. Download the free Upside app today and use promo code TIRE to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas using promo code TIRE. I've been talking about DeleteMe for a long time. Matter of fact, I just got my latest DeleteMe checkup email. DeleteMe is a service that helps scrub your personal data off of data broker websites. Data broker websites are how you end up with spam, flagrantly fake text message scams, phishing, impersonation, and frankly, junk mail and fake phone calls. DeleteMe does all the hard work of wiping you and your family's personal information from these data broker websites, helping to reduce or eliminate this problem. They know your privacy is worth protecting. So you sign up, you provide DeleteMe with exactly what information you want deleted, and their experts take it from there. DeleteMe sends you regular, personalized privacy reports showing what info they found, where they found it, and what they removed. And DeleteMe is not just a one-time service. DeleteMe is always working for you, constantly monitoring and removing the personal information you don't want on the internet. I am on the internet all the time. You guys can find examples of me all over the place, and this kind of stuff is really important to me. So when I signed up, I didn't have high expectations, but DeleteMe sent me a personalized report showing thousands of listings on data broker websites with my old addresses, phone numbers, stuff related to my family, etc. They went to work deleting that, and now every month I get a report saying here's what we found and here's what we've deleted. Here's some stuff maybe you have to take a little bit of action and click a few boxes to get it to delete, but it works. And ever since, I have noticeably reduced the amount of spam and garbage coming into my phone. You can do it too. Take control of your data. Keep your private life private by signing up for DeleteMe. Now at a special discount for our listeners. Get 20% off your DeleteMe plan when you go to joindeleteme.com/tire and then use promo code TIRE at checkout. The only way to get 20% off is to go to joindeleteme.com/tire and then enter code TIRE at checkout. That's joindeleteme.com/tire, code TIRE. And now, back to the show.
What's an EV hypercar weigh today?
I mean, they're heavy. Batteries are heavy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think the lightest now is the Evija, which isn't even legal in the U.S., but it's 4,000 pounds. The Nivera is 5,700.
Is that how you pronounce it? Evija? I pronounce it Avaya. Do I do it wrong? I don't know.
I'm Canadian.
They haven't made it.
I'm Canadian. I have an accent.
They haven't made it easy for us. Certainly. Yeah. No. True. So, like, go back. How are you the only people who would be able to do this?
Well, I think it's really sad because it's, we come from the OEM space and we saw the batteries being developed. I mean, we hadn't worked on any sort of production programs that were combustion powered since 2012. The technology exists. There's a number of reasons why the OEMs won't do it. Part of it is legislation, part of it is warranties, part of it's a number of things, right? Like what led to
Is one of them that it's like dangerous in a crash or likely to catch fire or something? Like,
I mean,
it's one thing if the lifespan of something is shorter, right? Like,
yes.
You buy a racing engine, such as what I have in my Porsche, and the guy who builds the racing engine says, well, this engine will be good for 100,000 miles street use, and then it needs to be rebuilt. And you go, well, okay. At 3,000 miles a year, that's 35 years. Like, great, fine. But Porsche would go, oh, no, this is not acceptable. The engine must be 250,000 miles, even if this car will never in its whole life see that. And so it could be is it one of those situations, or is this riskier than that?
Well, I just think the right product hasn't been made. As simply as that, right? It's
you guys
like
making batteries?
We aren't developing batteries, but what we're doing is putting together an experience, right, that is so different than anything that's ever existed, right? If you tell any car guy, 2,000 pounds, 600 horsepower, manual transmission, what's wrong with that?
Right, his pants lift the table, of course.
Yes, in theory. I'm just like,
So no one's built that.
I imagine there's OEM constraints to everything, because of course there is, and then there's technology out there that is either more experimental, can't be mass produced, whatever, or the cost is too high. But folks like you, and your clients, they don't give a shit. So that's a great freedom, of course.
It's cost. I think it's also like, they have to put their purchase orders in so early. So it's like when you're developing an EV, you're buying your batteries, 3-4 years before the car goes to production, so that you have enough to actually manufacture.
Okay, so you're saying the stuff that you can get for this car, we might see in 5 years in
we can use
cars.
a lot more cutting edge stuff because we're smaller, nimbler.
Okay.
I think it's unlikely any OEM will use this technology for at least a decade, and I'll tell you why. In the U.S. there's a warranty thing, which is that your battery cannot degrade more than 80% over 10 years.
More than 20%.
Right.
You can't, to 80%.
It can't go down
health.
20% down over 10 years.
Which, good consumer protection law, if you ask me. That
combustion engine is 7 years.
What, it can't degrade to 20%?
Well, no,
over 7
so
years?
you only get 7-year warranty on combustion.
Oh, warranty.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a real imbalance there, and if you're a company that's making very profitable margins on old technology, why would you invest in something new that has really actually stringent warranty that may become an issue? It's a risk you wouldn't take, right? So the only risk or people that would take this risk would be a startup, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Look, we don't need to spend an hour with me fucking drilling you on this. Look, I'll operate under the assumption that what you're talking about isn't completely made up. How about that? I'll just say that, and I hope we don't find out I'm wrong about that later. But I don't think it's made up. But it's the kind of thing where it's like, you guys kind of coming out of nowhere, and you're talking about a technology that fundamentally doesn't exist in cars right now, at least not ones you can buy. Right. So okay. Cool. I hope it's the first time I see it. Fine. Sounds good. And I hope there's a market for it. I think a lightweight electric car is a good idea. To the degree that it's possible.
Right.
And maybe it'll make people go back to them. I think it was crazy that there was this, everyone thought there was going to be this electric hypercar market. And it turned out that the people who had enough money to buy the hypercar daily drive electric cars. They wanted some high revving psycho death, 911K revs to 11 kind of thing for the weekend. Yeah. I guess if you can offer both, God bless.
Yeah. No, it's yeah.
Is the idea that the two cost roughly the same, or would one be wildly more expensive than the other?
No, they're about the same. Yeah. The base price is the same, so people get to choose, and then they can pay the extra fee to get the Thunderbolt package. So
okay.
Were there any fun discoveries of benefits of being able to share the platform with two powertrains? Did you you have to brace things differently, or you get to slot that battery pack somewhere where there was already an empty space, or do you have to make accommodations for it?
Yeah, we had to make a bunch of accommodations. Yeah, so it was actually a giant pain in the butt. I would say, yeah. Yeah, do not recommend.
It's like you like broke the wall to the levee, and then the water starts filling up. You're like, now I'm going to build a house.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
this seems like a challenge.
Now we have a moat.
Right. Yeah. Now we have built exactly. We have a moat now. You did it the wrong way.
And I assume with the gas one, people will want a manual gearbox, probably, right?
We hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Well, both. Yeah, we hope both is manual.
Yeah. Oh, the idea with the electric is that it's manual, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That has been done before. Electric paired with there's guys with a couple Porsches that have that, and it
Corvette,
seems
yeah.
to work. It does seem to work. I don't think you have to rev match. I think it's just you just put it in. And you don't have. You can just come to a stop. That's convenient. So that's kind of nice.
I haven't tried it. Have you
You ever tried one?
No.
Yeah, I tried one. It's like kind of what you think, but also you pretty much can't stall it. I mean, you can't. Not pretty much. You can't.
Right.
You literally can't. And then you can. You don't need to use the clutch in the last one I used after first gear. So, yeah, okay.
It's kind of fun. It's like race car.
It was sort of fun in its own way. I don't think it was like better than driving stick in a gas car, but like it was okay. Also, like the paddle shift way is pretty cool because I mean maybe I don't know, maybe if someone else isn't going to do it, if Porsche's not going to do it themselves, maybe you guys can do it. The EV emulator thing where you could make it drive like anything. You could just like somehow steal the fucking metrics from Forza or something, right? All right. So what else do we need to know about it? We've got two powertrains that you can theoretically swap. 2,000 pounds, carbon tub. What are the other important, interesting things we need to know about this car?
Jeez, I don't know.
I mean, aerodynamics.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aero, go for it.
Sure. It's got aerodynamics.
But it doesn't have a big wing.
Yeah, no. So I think early on, when we started like the early packaging on this thing, the tub, suspension, engine, layout, how the occupants sit, it all drives aero. So it again started with the occupant. The occupant sits perfectly straight in the car. It's not tilted 7 degrees like a Valkyrie and like rotated and this and that, twisted in there. It's a very neutral, straightforward seating position. Steering wheel, pedals, fully in line. Nothing's crooked. Nothing's weird. And then from there, basically work through the aero philosophy. The front obviously has a pretty aggressive kind of big splitter, big pass-throughs on the sides.
Zach, can you click back to the...
I can talk about the back.
He was managing things. No, he was just managing other things.
There might be an underbody shot on the Instagram. If
there?
you scroll down a little bit. Yeah.
So yeah,
the lower half of the car, between the wheels,
Yes.
to me, seems like it's doing a lot of work.
Yes.
And it also most resembles a Valkyrie in that way, where it's that sort of, you've draped a bit of a body over like a Formula One type of car.
Yeah, it's very much more elegant up top for sure. Very clean, very simple. It's a ground effects car, but it's been designed to be very neutral, progressive. Ride height is pretty high, so it doesn't really. It's not going to be super snappy.
It's like a porpoise, like a Formula One car, like with really low ride heights. So.
Yeah, so its ride height's about 105 millimeters.
It's designed to be a road car.
Yes,
right?
100%.
Not designed to be a track car.
Yep.
So, it's not. You need a certain amount of aero and numbers and whatever to brag about, but at the end of the day, you actually kind of want it to like be fun and move around a little.
Go-kart.
Yeah, you don't want it to pull 1.9 Gs through corners. You want it to be able to slide a little and not be like scary.
Yeah. I think the most interesting thing about the aero philosophy was we didn't want to give up the exposed tires, which is, every aerodynamicist's nightmare. It's just those exposed rear tires, exposed front tires. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, can we put covers? Can we do this? And we honestly, we fought back and we're like, we need to figure out a clever way of doing this, And so the front is basically managed through, kind of, you can see it here, those side blades just above the splitter. It's basically an air curtain, very similar, probably more aggressive than an air curtain. And then on the back, what we do is we basically generate like a low speed zone, essentially, down the whole lower body side. And when you have low speed air, it's really hard to move it. So it becomes basically like, I don't know, if you know about like pickup trucks on the back, you just get this kind of bubble that generates,
like
right? And all the
bed.
high-speed air kind of goes to the outside. And so, our rear tires basically don't get hit with direct high-speed air.
Oh, so they're in the bubble.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
So worked a lot on that, and it actually gets pretty good CD numbers and drag numbers and downforce figures.
The CD is particularly important for the EV because
Right,
aero plays
for
such
sure.
a big thing in range. So
Yeah. I've just recently been learning on electric motorcycles because let me tell you, those numbers on range are not with Matt Farah riding.
okay,
That needs a recalc.
I gotta say, the underside is
Pretty cool
gorgeous,
looking, right?
And it'll only be seen if someone puts it on a lift, or if they flip it, they'll go, "Wow, this is still really good looking."
Yeah. No, it looks very prototype race car, And so what are you doing outside of the tub at the front and the rear in terms of like suspension and stuff like that?
So double A arm at the front, double A arm at the rear.
Zach, can we look at the rear suspension? Maybe that overhead shot there. Can you see rear suspension? Yeah, we can see some cantilevered shocks.
Exactly. Yeah. So kind of reminiscent of what we did on the first car at the back. We work with Joe Scarbo on all the suspension kinematics and everything. Tubular rear. This is an older image, but at the front, actually, our whole subframe is now CNC aluminum.
Cool.
So no more of these tubular sections.
Okay.
But we are keeping tubular A-arms because that's just the lightest, strongest, easiest way to modify stuff, especially when we're going through testing. Owns shock absorbers or coilovers, I guess. And they're actually the same front and back, but different valving.
Huh.
So that's one way we can,
Do you
cut
have
our
a
costs little.
prototype tub like this yet that you guys have? Is there one built that you can tootle around in?
This is going to be done in the fall, like what you see in that image.
Gotcha.
So the first tub is being built currently in North Carolina with Crawford.
Cool.
So that's in progress now. So it's coming soon.
I hope you guys get rent a runway and just go drive around with the open tub. It would just be so sick.
Yeah.
Public road.
No,
Yeah, or
this,
that, but like
this would be like it would be like just a little go-kart, with 600 horsepower.
but with more
whatever.
headroom.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll
have
put a
you
dealer
heard? Have
plate
you
on
heard
it.
this engine run with this insane single collector exhaust on it, 6-to-1 exhaust?
Haven't heard this one. No. I've heard the first powertrain that's going to go into it, which is the GT4 MR. But it had just the race exhaust on it. This should sound cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a giant. Does that divider go the whole way, or is it really 6-into-1?
It's 6-into-1.
It's 6-into-1. Yeah. That's just.
The divider is a really nice aesthetic choice, though. That looks good.
Does that do anything? The divider in the center of the exhaust tape, or does it just look nice?
It was inspired. I was working for a space company like a few years ago, and they were doing scramjet engines. So it's pulled that detail from there.
That's a nice one. It's like shout out to our boy Sasha Silipanov. His exhaust is inspired by Space Shuttle, the 3 Space Shuttle engines, and actually quite successful at that. Yeah. This thing looks awesome from above. I have heard that to have windshields made for cars like this is like staggeringly expensive. Is
Correct.
that accurate?
Correct. Yeah.
What does it cost to get a windshield for something?
So
like this?
actually, we use an off-the-shelf windshield.
Oh, really?
I'm not going to say who, but we do use an off-the-shelf windshield.
Really? Can we look at it again? I mean, will you blink twice if I guess it right?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Oh man, someone in the comments will get this now that we know. This is going to involve some sleuthing. Can I get like a 45-degree angle maybe? But
to answer your question, initially when we started, our windshield was fully custom, and it was about, I think it was like what, $35?
$35,000 with a 50% failure rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
wow. Wait, and you have to pay for all of them?
Yes.
Oh no way, that's
God.
so shitty.
Yeah. And for an extra $10,000, it could be Gorilla Glass.
Those have 100% failure rate. Oh, who is this windshield? This is going to take some work.
Yeah.
I have to stare at this for a little while.
Is it a publicly available car?
Yeah, so that was the intent is like, if people are using these and they do crack a windshield, we're not going to wait 2 months to get another windshield or something, right? So it's something you can get around the world, and yeah.
Doesn't mean it's cheap. It just means it exists, But all right, we're going to have to stare at that one. Some commenter is going to have this in 5 seconds.
Probably.
If someone on the live chat doesn't already have it, I'll be pretty disappointed, to be honest with you. I don't want to put you guys in an awkward spot in a public forum, but does Porsche get mad when you do stuff like this? And I mean, maybe not. I actually think Porsche probably liked your first bit of a concept. I bet they thought that was cool. But now you're selling a car that looks like it could have potentially been something that they were selling. And do they get mad at you?
I wouldn't know.
I guess we'll find out pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, we had a conversation with them about the original car. I think they like the idea. We know the higher-ups like what we're doing. There's no Porsche in it. So
Yeah. So whatever. Okay. That's a fair answer. There's no Porsche in it, and there's no Porsche badge on it, and so...
I think if you change the headlights, would it even be associated, you think?
I think... that's probably accurate. If you change the headlights, it really wouldn't look much like a Porsche at all. And those aren't Porsche headlights, are they? I don't think they are. They just happen to be round. I mean, but
they're Mini Cooper. No, I'm just kidding.
no. Remember when Morgan? Yeah. My favorite repurposed headlights of all time. They flipped them inverted, the mini headlights. Google Morgan Aero 8 and look at the headlights. You'll never fucking unsee that shit. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, these are were they Mini or the Volkswagen Beetle? They're Mini.
I think they're Mini.
They're
Mini.
Mini. Did I just say Beetle before? I think they are. They're Mini headlights flipped upside down and inverted, which is very fun and also very silly, and you can't see it. But fuck me, do I want a Morgan Aero Super Sports in my life?
Yeah, and the new three-wheeler is great too.
The new 3 was okay, and the new Plus 4 just arrived. We manage Morgan's press fleet at WCCS, and so we've got the new Plus 4, which is all aluminum. No more wood at all.
Is that the Pininfarina Speedster, or which one's the Speedster thing? That thing's cool. The white one they unveiled?
That was a
Morgan
concept, wasn't it?
Speedster?
That was just a concept.
Morgan, can you look up a Morgan Pininfarina Speedster?
I think that was just a concept.
Was it?
Yeah.
That thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a winner.
That's cool. Yeah.
I like it, but, I liked Morgan's rally car thing they did.
Okay.
The Plus 4 rally car was kick-ass. I bet that thing wouldn't survive 3 days in the dirt, but goddamn did it look cool.
It'd be like our Alpha.
Made me feel like Indiana Jones. Oh, man. If you guys are all like, Oil Stain Lab, that sounds familiar. They jumped their fucking Alpha GTV on Hoonigan and
That's what we built
bent
2
it.
Alphas, right? One you jumped in. It water ballooned all of its fluids all over the ground.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the other one was the off-roady one. Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
ether
the
one.
ether
Yeah. That one you didn't bend in half. I would roll this Morgan around Lake Como, which is where this photo was taken. Mm-hmm. The driving around Lake Como is not very good.
Of course not.
The boating is what it's about. Have you guys ever designed a boat? Would you do a boat?
That'd be cool. Yeah.
I think you should. If you took the half 11 concept to vintage boating, I bet that would be cool as fuck. And you could find some other angel investor that's like, yo, it's way easier to build a boat than it is to build a car.
Jet turbine catamaran.
Fuck yeah, dude, whatever. My homie Philip has a boat that's like, has like it's like from like the 30s or something, and has like 4 V16 Detroit diesel.
Nice.
It's called like Tomahawk or something, and it did like 70 knots in the 60s, and everyone's like face flew off. It's a crazy thing.
That's awesome.
I would. Wait. All right. So this Morgan, what have they done with these headlights though?
I think that's a concept, so it's probably just unique.
It's just some weird shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a TUV-approved projector, like an
Yeah.
LED projector, and then just a round surround, right?
I do kind of dig the pairing of the flat face wheels and the full chrome
Yeah,
surround
that's
on the
cool.
bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know why that really appeals
When I was
to
at
me.
GM, we were trying so hard to put that back on Cadillacs.
Of course you Okay, guys. Guess what? The conversations happening in Cadillac boardrooms are exactly what you think they are. Someone's going to call and go, listen, I need a black wing with a full chrome. And someone's going to be like, yes! Boss, I told you. They're all coming now.
Yes.
Oh, man, that's pretty cool, actually. Where were we? Speedster windshields. Are we for them?
I don't like it in the Morgan three-wheeler.
Right.
When I drove it, because it's like a plexi and it's so scratched and like you can't see anything.
Not great.
But that looks like it's almost below.
I liked it in the McLaren Elva because I felt like I was flying. There's just nothing in front
Right,
of
there's
me. It's
nothing,
just insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's on the old three-wheeler, I think it was better because it was
Yes.
glass. On
Yeah.
the new one, it's like Lexan or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, that's the new one.
The new one is like objectively better, but also like worse because it's better.
Right.
Like, the Morgan three-wheeler is supposed to be like halfway to being a piece of junk, but it's supposed to sound like a fucking Spitfire.
Right. And your expectations are so much lower when it looks like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, it's a
when Alex
motorcycle.
Royce shook apart, you went, sure, yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, my 20 minutes driving one of these though, I was Baron von fucking something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Your left arm like doesn't fit in the vehicle.
Yeah.
But would you guys do a speedster of the HF11?
We can, yeah.
Is
I
that
mean, the tub's been designed to accommodate basically rollovers and everything without a windshield, without the A-pillars. So
Without the roof.
without the roof. So
Yeah.
we can just pull that. We'd have to redesign the door hinge system because you'd eliminate the upper pivot.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But it can be done.
It can be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just reverse engineer a McLaren.
Yeah.
Or you can make them jump in like the original car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Fixed
Do that.
doors.
Just do
Hell
that.
yeah. No doors. Like a Can-Am
Or like
car.
a little baby door, you know?
The little flimsy, yeah, that's I like the you have to just jump in this thing. You gotta I think you have to make people like it has to be like a little uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like they need some it's like a it's the opposite of Alex Roy. I mean, I'm sure he didn't remotely make this up, but my friend Alex Roy, it's the opposite of virtue signaling is vice signaling. And so it's like when you drive like a vintage car, it's like, well, you wouldn't believe what it cost. Like, you wouldn't believe what I have to deal with to have this
Right.
special experience.
Right.
That's like a vice signal. And so no doors. So people can be like, it doesn't even have doors. Your Pagani's got doors. Are you even like a car guy? Like, dude.
That's it. We got to do it now.
Yeah. Now you have to do the speedster. No windshield, no doors.
Okay.
I think it's very pretty. The orange car, or it's orange today, certainly very pretty. So, give me the next steps between. You're going to have that sort of running mule
Yep.
in the fall, and you've got this one-to-one model,
Yep.
basically, roller. So when do those two things start to become one thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think towards the end of the year, that's when you sort of get a more of an aesthetic driving car. We're going to develop this the same way we did with the original car, where we were driving it with no bodywork around racetracks and, having a good time.
I would like to come try it.
Sure.
I'm happy. No body work doesn't bother me at all. Yeah.
There'll be a windscreen to start,
don't need
but
that.
no doors.
Yeah,
no
it's
doors.
fine. It's okay.
You can touch the pavement. You can do that. But yeah, no. I mean, I think for us, we just need to validate a lot of the suspension, steering, braking systems. Make sure that's good, and it's obviously a lot less risky without damaging bodywork if something does happen, right?
Yeah.
Then basically bodywork goes on. You need to validate, some suspension travel. Obviously, it's been done digitally, but tires do deform at speed, and there's all this stuff that you need to sort of slowly work your way through to make sure it's safe. And then by the end of the year, fully developed interior and exterior.
I saw are there renderings of the interior on here? I saw them on your thing.
Yeah, if you
yesterday.
click Asylum.
You click what? Asylum?
Asylum.
Yeah,
That's what we call it.
Yeah, that's it's good for SEO.
And then the little plus sign.
The interior, I think, it gives me a very modernized sort of Porsche 917 vibe, which with this sort of gauge cluster of 5 pods, it's beautiful, and some toggle switches next to the steering wheel. I do see the milled wood on top of that shift knob there. I like the center key right above the console there. Lots of knobs and switches. I see no screens.
Door is so deep you can tuck a helmet into it.
That's a Lancia Stratos move right there.
Correct.
I like that very much. Although I seriously question if that is possible in reality.
It is possible.
Seriously.
It is possible. We scanned the biggest helmet we could find
Okay.
to package protect. So.
Okay. Well, if you can fit a helmet, you can fit a whole lot
Someone's
of
going to find a bigger helmet.
Is that the only storage in the car, in the doors?
So yeah, if you don't put a helmet in there, obviously you can put a duffel bag. We had one client ask for a cup holder, so we were like, we could do like a cool gyroscopic one, so when you open the door,
Yeah.
it doesn't spill the drink.
That is cool, but I
That's
think with
cool.
this, I mean, it's an open pocket, so anything
Yeah.
you put in there is going to fall out when you open. So do you have like a mesh covering you can put on there to hold the stuff?
Yeah, there could be a strap, or there's different. Basically, that inner pocket can be highly customized
Yeah.
with patterns or storage.
Forget what the
or whatever.
supercar was that has vertical doors and door pockets. And I kept putting shit in there and opening the doors, and it would all fall out. And I went, who designed a thing where this could just happen all the time? It's crazy. If it drops your phone, it's like $1,000 on the ground. Yeah.
I mean, as our doors open, it'll just keep falling into the bucket.
Oh, it'll go.
Yeah.
So our
it goes that.
yeah, because
Yeah.
of butterflies.
It's butterflies.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so
we-
it goes
we
that
should- we
way.
should
Right.
be
Okay,
safe.
cool.
Should be safe.
And then
Yeah.
we've also cleared out recently, actually, we moved a lot of stuff from the front hood area underneath the dashboard. So now we have, you could put a carry-on in the front. Basically.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I saw some knurled knobs. Knurling is good, and I really like that the gauge pod sits on those sort of stanchions off the dash.
Yeah, that's cool.
It gives you a nice
It's
bit of
really
sort
rad.
of air there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and actually the dashboard's really pushed away from you. So it's going to be really unique, and also gives you a bit more room, sort of feel, like a roomy feeling in there by kind of pushing those things away from you.
How many, if any, of these ideas have been in your heads, either of you, since you were like kids or students? I mean, is this stuff that's just been in the back of your head, and you couldn't do it in ODM because of the cost, or did you think it all up after looking at the market and seeing, what do we wish was around?
That's a tough question. I mean, I don't think anything comes really from kids, but I mean, we've been doing this project. The original Half-11 started 2019, something like that. So we've had a lot of ideas in those 6 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, like for the gauge cluster, the original idea on the car was we didn't know where to position it. So we had 4 rods with heims that were adjustable so that we could lower it, raise it, tilt it, because we just had no idea ergonomically what we wanted to do on that car.
Yeah.
And so that feature carried over, but now it's not adjustable. It's set, 'cause
It would actually be sort of cool, not to give you guys more challenges, if you could just spin the rods and it would, tilt a little bit to maybe adjust for height. Not that you need more work, but like that would be a way to like carry on the functionality of that in a way that could make a difference.
The original half 11, it wobbled so much. We're just like, we got to fix this thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, unless you're using actual end links or something.
Yeah, right. Or like hydraulic.
Yeah. But, I think, we get inspired from the past. So, I mean, like you picked up on the Stratos. Like, we love Stratos. And it's like, wouldn't that be cool to do?
It's not a mistake.
Yeah.
No, yeah. That is a good detail. Yeah. Are there other little details from like inspired by other cars? Oh, that's a really good look at the back of that gauge pod with the stanchions that it's sitting on. It's a few inches of clearance off the dash, right?
Completely free floating.
Yeah. That's a really cool detail. And the seats are fixed. I assume the pedals slide.
Seats are not fixed.
Oh,
They're on
they're
a
not?
Slider, yeah. They're on a slider.
They're not actually touching, are they?
No.
I thought for a second they were touching. Okay,
So, seat slide, tilt telescope steering column. Pedals are 4-point or 4 locations.
Okay.
So you can set them in 4 locations, but they're fixed once they're set. From a comfort point of view, it should be decent.
And what is that like
sorry.
sort of tumbler stalk coming off the? I mean, is it the wiper stalk?
big
Is that
thing?
what is that stalk?
It's a grab handle for when you're terrified.
Oh wait, no, that's the back of the button panel.
Yeah,
correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, the button panel
the
floats.
button panel floats too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
This is fucking cool.
Yeah, the interior is kind of where they get me. Huh?
Not bad, guys. Not bad.
The
This is
interior
pretty cool.
interior is very nice, and that steering wheel on that white one that looks like that looks very squishy, like the Wilson headband I wear to Pilates on Saturdays.
So that, wow. So that,
We should do an homage to that.
You
White
should
with
put
some red
some
stitching.
Wilson and some striping on it. That would be sick. Yo, nobody does a terry cloth interior anymore. Let's fucking go.
Yes.
I could have done it on the Manx. That would have been something. Terry cloth. Maybe I can get a terry cloth cover made. That would be pretty cool.
I think terry cloth would probably endure the sun not quite as well
No,
as,
yeah.
as your
As my
interior, right?
automotive
Your
grade.
interior's sick. It looks good.
No, I have no regrets.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be driving that motherfucker. I got to see if they started it today. They were supposed to start the fucking thing today for the first time. All right. Are there any bits in this car that are cribbed from other cars that we should?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. Is it a challenge to find them?
No,
They're not ones that we see or touch, though, right?
So the air vents.
The air vents.
That's something that you're going to see, you're going to touch, but for a small company to engineer,
Sure.
impossible.
It took Aston. How many years did it take Aston Martin to use it to make their own air vents? All right, so just give it to me straight. What are they out of?
I'm not telling you.
Fuck you. Tell me.
No. It's like
You
a
made
fun
me
internet
guess.
game.
All right,
you know?
you made us guess? Okay. Find, discover. That's your assignment, audience. Windshield and air vents. Let's go. The air vents to me look like Honda Civic.
They're not.
They're not. Okay. They do look like right. The new Civic Si vents were very nice.
Well, like the brushing work, but like
Yeah.
they're very narrow, which I think
Yeah.
is very specific.
Our favorite was the Volvo, some of the Volvo ones, but they just wouldn't fit.
That was Aston Martin's favorite too.
The big squares.
That's where everybody got.
I will say that the opening shape and all that is not carryover.
Oh, it's
like
just
it's the actual mechanism.
the mechanism
behind it.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
it's the little knob thing and how it rotates and
Yeah.
and slides. That's carryover.
The hazard
Okay.
button.
Yeah.
hazard button. Well, we can't possibly be expected
what else
to make a
is carryable?
triangle.
Just the turn signal switch, right? The internal of the turn signal
Sure.
switch. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you don't see much, someone will tell us what that windshield is. But other than that, I don't. It's all.
And
good.
the steering column, that's not bespoke.
But it seems like the goal is like
you'll never
everything
see
you
that.
touch, everything
Yeah.
someone touches, you guys have made. Or
That's I
someone
mean,
made, you designed.
genuinely, I think a lot of companies will, take even for keys or whatever, right? They'll take a key
Yeah.
and like machine some. It's
Sure.
Bugatti. You're talking about Bugatti.
It's not
Don't do a
great. It's not
Volkswagen
great.
Golf key and put a new cover on it.
So we try and do better than that.
Man, I was just and the car was fabulous, and I get it. But I reviewed the Pagani Utopia for Road and Track, and inside that motherfucking kilogram key,
Yeah.
they give you like a kilogram of pewter or whatever the fuck that is to distract from the fact that if you open it. It is a Mercedes fob from
don't do
about 12 years ago inside of
Yes.
this thing. It's really,
Yes.
it's so funny.
One other thing, the door mirrors The mechanism of that is carryable.
The motor?
Yeah, the motor,
Yeah, sure.
and they're heated as well. Very, very fancy.
Look, I mean, sometimes you just gotta call Bosch. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, everybody does it. Like, no shame in that game.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need fuel filters.
We
and
use Bosch's Motorsport windshield wiper motor.
Yes. Now we're talking.
High speed, adjustable, ready for Le Mans.
Oh, wow. That's a thing I didn't know I could call Bosch for.
It's very expensive.
I've never. But is there like an online catalog of their racing shit you can
There
just
is,
buy?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, send me that link. I want to fucking see what kind of stupid shit I can buy for my regular car.
Yeah.
People are like, yo, I got a tune, I got 80 horsepower. I'm like, yo, you should see my windshield wiper. I can fling eggs 100 yards just by fucking cleaning my windshield.
There's one company that makes wipers for like the 24-hour of Nürburgring, and it's $9,000 just for the wiper motor.
Whoa.
I'm sure it's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the sickest wiper motor ever.
We didn't use that. We used the Bosch one.
Yeah. Theirs is probably okay too. Yeah, but they also sell that one in like an Aston Martin Valkyrie package, and it's like $35,000.
Yeah.
Sick. All right. Well, this is awesome. Do we have some questions from the people? All right. Before we get to that, remember, Zach and I and our buddy Christian James Hand are coming to Houston and Dallas July 24th, 25th, Smoking Tire Live. Get your tickets in our Instagram bio or in the show notes of this podcast. Dallas is going to sell out for sure. Houston's on its way. But come see me and Zach, have a couple beers, let us roast your car, and it's going to be a good time out at the Shop Club in Dallas and Houston. And of course, if you want to ask us questions for the show, get the show live, get the show before everybody else, have an ad-free listening experience, exclusive access to collabs and new merch before anybody else, patreon.com/ plus extra podcasts. I forgot about that. Patreon.com/ the Smoking Tire Podcast, the best website in the world. It lets you take care of your boys over here without an oligarch deciding if you find us or not. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go to the people. Zach, help me out here. There we go. Okay. Our patrons have some pretty good usernames. Audemars Piaget is Audi, Morris, and Peugeot. I'll give it to you. Okay. Says, since Oil Stain has a theme of craziness, are there customer requests that you would deny to preserve the quality of the cars? Any color you won't paint a car, anything you won't do to a car.
There's always a price, right?
I mean, look, I don't know. Some people would outright say no. Other people, there is always a price. Yeah.
We've had some pretty interesting ones already. I feel like I can't reveal the craziest one. But yeah, like a texture all over the car.
Exterior
texture.
It's velvet, isn't it? They wanted velvet.
It was it was something where we genuinely had to think about like how would we
Did
do
Ralph
this?
Lauren ask for all brown leather?
Leather.
Yeah.
King Ranch, rawhide. It's gonna be the Oil Stain Rodeo. Remember when fucking they did that? Roof did that? Remember the Roof Rodeo?
Yeah.
I swore that was for Ralph Lauren, but fucking
No.
Alois was like, I swear it was not for Ralph
Dude,
Lauren.
Ali said that's his favorite one.
I was like, I mean, it's not my favorite. It's not but like it has leather on the outside. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Chris from Colorado, what process during development was the most hurdle to cross?
Oh, that is so easy. I mean, the carbon tub, anything involved with the carbon tub.
Bring that mic a little
he's-
closer.
He's put, 8 million cars on the road through programs and stuff, but no carbon tubs. Carbon tubs are really unique in that, like, everything needs to be defined before you go to production. So even, like, your door shock, like, you need to know the stroke and where it mounts because you can't really bond stuff. You can't weld stuff. You can't do anything.
Once it's made, it's
done.
made.
Yeah,
That's it.
Exactly.
Right?
And so
Something doesn't fit, you have to like go make another one.
yeah, I mean that was 2.5 years, and then the hardest part on the tub is like the front wheel area because we have extremely wide tires. What are they?
275.
275 on the front, and you've got to get them to spin, not hit the occupant's legs. You've got the crash structures, you've got the aero pass-throughs, you've got the suspension kinematics. That area was probably 8 months of just rebuilding, moving, rebuilding, just nightmare.
I can't argue with the aesthetic of the tires. But it seems to me that 275 fronts is a lot of front tire for a 2,000-pound car. It probably would make just fine with like 235 fronts. Wouldn't look as cool, but it would probably work, right?
Well, you'd get I think modern cars are moving towards a more 50-50 split. I think you can do some interesting things with the kinematics. So we always struggle with warming up the tires, even on our old car, because it's light. It's not like an EV that weighs, 5,000 pounds. But
who did we just talk to that had to get, who are we talking to that had to get new tire? Oh, Gordon Murray. He wasn't talking about, no, who are we talking about that had to have different tire compounds made because the car was so light that regular tires were designed for whatever weight, and it was so much below it that they couldn't get heat in the tires. I feel like that was Gordon Murray, but I don't know. But is that what you're talking about? It's too light to get heat in the tires?
Exactly, yeah, exactly. And so, but we also wanted a really different driving experience, right? And so, I think the Gordon Murray, in many ways is kind of a spiritual sort of similar
2,000
vehicle.
pounds, Gordon would like it.
Exactly.
That's his cutoff.
But they use much narrower tires on T50 front and back than we do. And, we're not going to go compete the same. You can't, Gordon Murray. It's like, you just put your hands out and you win, Gordon.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Well, you just said the hardest part was that front wheel area. And I'm just curious if it really does need that tire, if that tire is an aesthetic choice, which is fine, or if there's maybe something I don't know, and that car really it needs more tire than I think it needs for 2,000 pounds.
We like mechanical grip, right?
Yeah, there's that. There's also the track package that has the crazy slicks.
Oh.
Those are a lot wider than this, actually.
Oh, good. Wow. Cool. I was going to say, this actually isn't enough tire.
Yeah.
It should be more.
So
305s all around, please.
This is, the baby version.
Okay.
What's the track on the back? Or the track version has what? 395? It's a Group C.
395.
Yeah,
that's a tire that exists. I've
Group
never
C.
seen.
It's a slick.
Oh, so it's like what would be on a 962 or something?
Like a Sauber C9, something like that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Right, we need that.
And so, I think another important thing is the car is really designed, the tub, the strength of it. It's so overbuilt for the base car because there's obviously later on you're gonna do a track pack.
Okay. Chelsea DeBofa-Dees says, how many clients have asked for other motors, if any, and what have they asked for?
So far, not really a ton of choices.
You're offering two.
Yeah. I think people are fairly happy with that. Of course, there's the occasional request for a V8. There's obviously not necessarily for this car, but there's talks of a flat 12, let's say. So.
Okay. Yes. That makes total sense, and you should get one. Yeah. I think too loud for Laguna means well, but might have missed the assignment. Here for Matt's Cats. For everybody, what is the single biggest limiting factor to road car performance at this time? I often hear tires. Dude, the road. Every medium sports car is so fast. The road is the performance. The world is the limiting factor.
Right, what performance are we continuing to seek? They're very fast. They handle amazing. They have crazy grip. Everything stops really well. It'd be nice if cars were lighter, but in terms of outright speed and performance, I'm pretty sure we're good.
If you're talking about driving a road car on the track, then sure, that would be the limit. Yeah. But
then you throw aero into it, and then the limit goes up.
Yeah, and slicks and whatever. But
that seems
road
like a
car
Jiminy
performance.
Glick question.
Every car is way too fast for the road. every.
What's keeping us from going fast, really fast, though?
Yeah. There is absolutely
Front tires are too
nothing.
narrow. That's what's keeping us from
My
going.
own desire to not die is the only thing that keeps me from going faster up Angeles Crest. Because if I go any faster, I probably would die.
People are way too fast up there.
It's not that they're
Yeah.
fast. It's that they cross the fucking double yellow like assholes.
Yes.
Going fast isn't the problem. It's going fucking on the wrong side of the road around blind corners.
Right.
And people do it all the time, and that's how you die or kill somebody.
I'm going up there tomorrow in the morning, and I'm genuinely nervous now about someone else fucking up. And if someone crashes into me and we don't die, I'm going to beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
I'm so upset.
Yeah.
Throw them off the cliff.
Do you have to take your car?
I want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like I want to take it and show off the interior and stuff.
We have so many press cars right now.
Yeah, but I have to choose between my car and the Mazda 3.
No. We also have the M5 Touring outside.
Oh, that's
And we
ours.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we also have the Flat 6 Motorsports 715 horsepower Carrera T manual transmission back there.
All right.
You can take any of them.
Okay.
I don't care. Matter of fact, I do care. I'm taking the M5 to my doctor's appointment, and you can take the Porsche up the hill.
All right, I'll do that. I'll show
Cool.
my seats
I
until
thought-
next week.
I thought you might like
I
that.
didn't know we had three press
We have
cars.
3 press cars right now. It's actually sort of problematic. Okay. Jerry was a Stake F1 Team Kick Sauber driver.
Love it.
Any and all Primus references immediately move to the top of the list next time. Thank you very much for this PSA. What would be the feasibility of offering an HF11 in center drive? Anyone?
Oh boy.
Anyone? Did you guys ever think of a 3-seat or center drive?
We did, yeah. I
configuration?
mean, originally we thought about it. There's actually an interesting. Speaking to a couple T50 owners, there's an interesting thing with center drive is that they actually have to like relearn when they get in the car because they, you're used to having this much space always,
yeah.
right? And so like they're like, yeah, man, I'm like nervous, I'm gonna hit things and like so
Yeah.
it's cool. It's like less social, You're like.
Very true.
I don't know.
It is a little
Yeah.
less social. That's true.
We're
Yeah.
more. I think we're maybe more traditional of like just the 2 seats and.
Fun.
Yeah.
I drove. We went out with Dario in the T50.
Nice.
I agree
Nice.
that it is a little less social. And if you didn't want to fuck with Gordon with the tires, I think maybe going with a 3-seater might be a bridge too far. I don't know, but I do agree it is not quite as social. Although as a passenger, it is a fun and unique experience. Of
course, yeah.
I drove a center drive 911.
Whoa.
This customer of ours had one done, and it was a 3-seater.
Nice.
It was really, I mean, it was fucking cool. Actually, it was cool. Like, it for all intents and purposes, like worked like stock. And you'd get in from the left, and the seat was on a slider side to side.
Oh wow.
So you'd get in in a regular car.
What generation?
997.
997.
And then you'd fucking pull the handle up and go, whoop, and you'd slide to the middle. And the normal car's center console was now on your right.
Okay.
So the shifter and all of the buttons were here.
Yeah, on an old 911
And,
you can do it because the
yeah, there it
column's
is.
down the middle.
This is the car. This is literally the car. And it's
How did it do? Did they sell a
so
lot?
actually not bad. They did a pretty good job. The fit and finish was pretty decent. They sort of made this carbon dash, and then they took the left side of the stock dash and sort of shoved it to the middle.
Okay.
I'll give them like an 8, and so, but the moving of the shifter introduced some kind of slight slop in the linkage, and it wasn't like you'd want from a Porsche.
Okay.
And also moving the steering wheel added an additional sort of knuckle or something. And so there's the console. And so it was neat and a fun and interesting novelty.
It's
But-
done very cleanly.
Were there rear seats or no?
There
rear
were.
Yeah.
There was the standard Porsche back seats, and you could kind of they're folded down there, but they
Okay.
exist. And
On
you
the
could
right there.
sort of sit. Zach, the photo on the right shows the back seats.
There you go.
I swear to God, dude, when the guy dropped his car off, there were 2 girls in the back. One was his girlfriend, and he goes, and this is my girlfriend's girlfriend. And I'm like, all right, homie, have fun in Ibiza. You know?
Someone's living the dream.
Yeah. This guy was this is a character, this one. But it was neat. It was kind of neat and funky. Christian says, will the Ferrari F80 be the first Ferrari Halo car flop? I think it's already sold out, dude. It doesn't matter what it looks like.
How it sounds.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it in person, no.
I've seen photos. I don't think it's particularly pretty. I mean, sure, it goes fast, but didn't do it for me.
Right.
Oh wow. Okay, that's way too many words. We need to study that. But we'll save the ones for oil that are not for oil stain for the next one. Man, sorry, wrong number. That's
Love
pretty
it.
good.
That's great.
The Maniac chair looks amazing, but as a fat guy, will I be able to get out of it once I get in? I could. I found it to be very, very comfortable. I think you probably can, unless you're like really fat. But it was really, really comfy. I want one. Is it possible to make one with a headrest that's slightly taller for me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Chappie says, bring back the 917 style wheels on the HF11.
Yeah, so the slicks that are at the shop, they already have those.
Okay.
We have an updated version.
That's
of
the
that.
track wheels.
Yes.
Bub Rub. Oh, dude, shout out to Bub Rub. Remember Bub Rub? It was one of the original, the Whistle Tips video from back in the day. It was like one of the oldest viral videos.
Okay.
Fucking go watch that. It's still funny. Bub Rub says, is Manx selling the radial engine as a standalone? It would be awesome in a bug. I'm sure that they will sell you an engine. I don't see why not. What is the standalone price? I want to say it's something like $40,000 to $50,000. It's very expensive, but it's fucking cool. So, it will fit in a bug. The original prototype in Australia went in a bug, and they also put one in a 356. Okay. Bad Gardener says, how is the McLaren F1 so fast? Rather, how is it that so few modern cars are going as fast as it did? 500 horsepower per ton is a lot, but there are several cars that can do that now, and most seem to tap out at 220-ish despite the tech.
Aero.
Mm-hmm.
The McLaren F1 made no downforce and
Yeah.
no drag. They took the mirrors off, everything. And
Yeah, it was a neutral car,
yeah.
really.
And Andy said it was the scariest thing he's ever driven, right? So
Yeah, just because something can go 241 doesn't mean it's recommended.
exactly.
Or that it's stable and comfortable at that speed.
It's not a sheer
Yeah,
off.
yeah, and I think there's probably other cars that would go faster than that, but are limited by tires, limited by all kind of reasons, gearing or whatever. Yeah, but I do remember where Andy was like, "Yeah, once was enough of that."
It is impressive. It has a drag coefficient of 0.32, which is basically the same as a Ferrari 488.
Yeah,
But the Ferrari probably has much wider tires, and I don't know.
Ferrari could be playing with that number.
The drag.
the McLaren's that's like 17s. I
It's
think
very
the front
slippery.
tires are like 215s on the McLaren F1.
Yeah, I got basically a drag
Yeah,
cell.
yeah. All right, we can. The rest of these we can save for our cruise show. Thank you very much. Okay, Jesus Christ. Luda's Legend. We'll end on this one. Luda's Legend said, do you think proposed roundabouts in Malibu will actually reduce accidents? They finished construction in one in my area 2 days ago, and so far we've seen people going backwards around it and one person driving straight through it like it was a four-way. I realize this is anecdotal. I think you will have some very stupid people in the first few days of changing any... it's not just roundabouts. They changed the light over here by our shop, the big one at Sentinel and Sepulveda. They made a bike lane, a proper fucking bike lane, and they changed the timing of the signals so that the bike lane, so that people wouldn't turn right across the fucking bike lane. Of course, for the first 3 weeks, nobody had any idea how to operate this lane, and the stupidity I saw was crazy. Now it's great. So Luda's Legend should hold the fuck on for just a little bit and be happy that somebody went through the middle of it. That's very funny, and that nobody died. if people are going backwards around it, maybe they're British. Have you considered that?
That was me during Goodwood. I was
Were
like,
they-
I'm sorry.
How many people have drifted it? Has anyone drifted it? Let's see. But places where there are roundabouts, even in America, the traffic is moving beautifully. So nice. Boys, thank you for coming. Really
course.
appreciate it. I assume we're going to see you at the Quail.
Yeah.
Aren't you going to be showing your car?
Yeah, we'll be Motorlux, Quail, Exotics, and somewhere else.
All the things.
Yeah,
all the
of them.
things at Pebble. Okay, so if you're going to Exotics on Broadway, if you're going to Car Week, Exotics on Broadway is free. You do not need a ticket to get in. It's mostly hypercars,
Yeah.
but I think there's going to be some concepts as well. I think the Nilu will also be at that. Nice. Zach and I will be at all the things also. We'll see you at Motorlux. I'll have the radial Manx.
Nice.
It'll be very fun. Maybe we put a radial in one of these. Call Philip. See how that goes. Maybe you can fucking
Slow it down a bit.
What if you could do what if you treated radials like rotaries, where you had
Bolt them together?
multiple radios on a connected crankshaft?
Yeah.
And it was like, what would you call a T? If it was like a T12, where it was like 4 radials in a row.
I think you can. Do you
You
know
probably
Michael?
could.
You know Michael at Mayor's Manx?
Yeah.
I think
Michael Rice?
Yeah.
Yeah, the GM.
No, not Michael. What's his name? He lives in San Diego. But he was telling me that I think you can stack them.
Whoa. I mean,
Jonathan, the British guy, is their radial specialist. He's the guy who was doing my powertrain
Okay,
stuff.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It seems like you could. I mean, if they stacked
Yeah.
V6s for Aston Martin V12s,
Just like
and
electric
whatnot,
motors, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I think we're talking. This is that I think you need.
Ooh,
you need to put
9-cylinder
that,
engine. Let's
right?
do it.
A 3x3, a 9. Like
Yeah.
you'd put that. What would you put that
in
in?
a 9-11, bro?
I'd want that in a boat. I think to me that's a fucking. I'd put that in a Donzi. You know, or one of those boats that where like a lake speedboat where you've got just the fucking motor sitting behind you and it's got a gas pedal instead of like a throttle. It's got a foot. Yeah, one of them shits. Okay, so go see the HF11 concept at Exotics on Broadway or any of the other ticketed things they just mentioned, and oilstainlab.com for pictures, videos, images, and some dope-ass merch.
Right.
And the Maniac chairs. And we're going to talk about how I can get one from my house now. We'll see you guys next week. Get tickets to our show. Come see us in Texas. If it goes well, we'll do it more. And thanks, everybody. Bye.